Hello, welcome to Productive C#. I'm Andrea Angella, and in this video I want to show you how you can reference a .NET Standard 2 library from a project that is targeting a full version of the .NET framework. In this particular video, I have a WPF application that, as you can see, is targeting .NET Framework 4.6.1. Okay? The application is fairly simple, contains a Windows and a test block. And I want to set a text of the test block where the test should come from the library that I want to reference. Okay, so at the moment it's just showing hello. So if I run it, you can see that I show hello in the Windows. Okay, so let's try to see how to reference the .NET Standard library from the WPF application. It's extremely simple, same experience as you are used to in Visual Studio. Right click on References, Add Reference, and click on the project you want to do reference. And there we go. We are set to be able to use the .NET version standard of the library. Let's try my library and I have the using dot. I have a method called getText, and as you can see, this getText method is returning hello from the .NET Standard 2.0. Let's see if I can build and run this application. The build is successful, and if I run, hello from .NET Standard 2.0. So this is fairly simple, and how you can this basically shows how you can reference a .NET Standard library from a WPF application. And it will be exactly the same process if you want to do it from a console application or from a Windows Phone application. And something very important now I want to show you. For example, let's suppose that your WPF application was targeting .NET Framework 4.6, for example, instead of 4.6.1. So in this case, if you try to reference the library and then you build, you get an error. And the error that you get is pretty clear. It tells you that the project, my first .NET Standard library, targets .NET Standard version 2. And that version cannot be referenced by a project that targets .NET Framework 4.6. Okay? That's extremely clear. It's not possible to do that. So if you go to the .NET Standard documentation, .NET Standard versions inside the .NET Standard GitHub repository, and you can see the compatibility metrics, and let's have a look. .NET Framework 4.6 can actually target reference libraries written using .NET Standard 1.3. Okay, so you can either upgrade your WPF application to use .NET 4.6.1 so that you can actually reference .NET Standard 2 libraries, or change your .NET Standard library to reference 1.3. Okay, let's try to do the latter, for example. Okay, let me remove the reference to the library. Let me close the projects here. And let me go here on the standard library, properties, and I'm changing the .NET Standard version to 1.3, and I save it. Okay. Now, if I add a reference again in the WPF application, and I build, I should be able to build, because now I'm referencing a version of the .NET Standard that's actually possible to use in .NET 4.6. If I run it, it should still work, but it doesn't. So I probably did something wrong here. Let me try to build. Let me try to remove and re-add the reference. So the tooling is not quite yet extremely good. Then build. I build, run it. It should definitely work now. There we go. We got hello from .NET Standard 2.0 up and running. Okay, so it's fairly simple to reference the .NET Standard library, but obviously be aware about the compatibility metrics and what you can actually reference or not. Thanks for watching.